What's up, fellow REL124ers? For my special project, or video project, I'm going to talk about race and ethnicity, and specifically, I'm going to be focusing on the stereotypes of African Americans in film and in the media. So the first thing I want to talk about are things that we might think of when someone says the term African American. What are some phrases that come to mind? Well, for me, the first is athletic. And specifically when I'm at the gym, this sometimes tends to happen to me like it does Steve Nash. So, also another term, attitude, like Medea here.
That's it. I'm calling the police.
I ain't scared no popo. Call the popo, ho. Call the popo, ho.
Also, another thing that comes to mind is rappers for me. Rappers like Lil Wayne and Kanye West and Chris Brown, some of the more popular. And another word that might come to mind is food and fried chicken.
I bust the windows at you, y'all. I thought I saw myself at church's bar. I smelt that chicken from afar. I traced that smell right back to your car. I'm taking the chicken at your car. Don't really care how hungry you are. I'm addicted to chicken, it is not my fault. I guess it's the sweet aroma. I'm taking the chicken nut.
So those were some more of the common and more popular characteristics and even stereotypes that some people may think when they think of African Americans. So now I wanted to take a closer look specifically at Eugene Wong and his stereotypes that are mentioned in our textbook. Wong notes how a group stereotyped image tends to oscillate between two simple poles. These poles include good and versus bad, noble versus savage, loyal versus traitor, and kind versus villain. So specifically, I want to look at how the media and films portray African Americans kind of in a negative light and put them on the bad side of the pole. First, we're going to look at it from a film side. And the two guys mentioned above, in their book, show several statistics about African Americans in films, and I thought we would look at these. So the first stat they showed was that 89% of black people in films use profanity.
Lee! Hold up! Oh, hell no. Lee! I'm taking the stairs!
Now, the second stat they showed was that 50% of black people in films are physically violent.
Get off me!
So now that we've kind of looked at film, I want to turn our focus towards the media and how they kind of portray Africa. Lawrence Grossman, which was a former president of CBS News and PBS, and he was a TV newscaster, he says he felt that they disproportionately showed African Americans under arrest, living in slums, on welfare, and in need of help from the community. So now we'll look at other instances where the media has shed kind of a negative light on African American communities.
I was attacked by some idiot from out here in the projects.
Dodson says her attacker used a garbage can to climb onto the unit's ledge, open the upstairs window, and then he got in bed with her.
He tried to rape me. He tried to pull my clothes off.
Dodson struggled with her attacker, knocking over items in her bedroom. Antoine Dodson heard his sister scream and ran to help.
Well, obviously, we have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they raping everybody out here.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All I gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
So now that we have seen these stats and watched these clips, there's some questions that might need to be asked. So for one, Are these stereotypes, are they fair? And are they true or accurate? Well, the thing about stereotypes is they're a popular belief about a specific social group or type of individuals. And the key word here is that they're popular beliefs. So they're not necessarily fact, but there is still some truth. Black people don't all live in the projects, get in fights, and get arrested, and are uneducated. In fact, African Americans are really no different than you and me. But it's been really interesting to see how the media and films puts a spin and causes one to believe in these stereotypes. So to end it here, we're going to look at some more of the famous African American people from the past and even now today.